Yeah?
Yeah.
You on camera there? Alright, so Shalom, Shalom. Alright, this is the brothers here from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp. Here, just come out with a little video, you know, through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai, you know. So first and foremost, like to say, Kala Lion, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai, Baha Raka, Kodash, Shal Yahweh Shai. You know, and we say double honors unto the elders and apostles of great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the brothers, you know, who preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth, the truth and sincerity, in the light and the freedom to do so, no God and never finish it. Shalom unto the very few but faithful Aquats, you know. Yeah, so as you can see, we out here in the savannah, you know, just come to do a little video, keeping in the spirit, as I say, you know, seeing what going on through the four corners of the earth. We seeing what going on with Trump, you know, finally starting to give you that acknowledgement, you understand? But we ain't on Trump. We on Trump, but we ain't on Trump. You know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying, you know, we ain't on Trump, but yet still we on Trump, right? Because the lesson today is concerning enemies, right? Concerning enemies and friends, you know, because with this truth here, the Christians and them just want to come with a nonsense about God said to love your enemies. I saying God as in verbatim, you know. God said to love your enemies and all these things, right? I wouldn't say it's nonsense because the scripture did say it. But the thing is, they do not have the proper understanding of the scripture, right? So get from Matthew 5 and 43. Right? So we're going to give you proper understanding. Right? 3.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 43.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ye have heard that it hath been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy.
And hate thine who?
Thine enemy.
And hate thine enemy. Love thy neighbor. You have heard the scripture, you know. You have heard from back in the law, you know, to love your neighbor and hate your enemy. Go ahead.
But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you.
Bless them that what?
Curse you.
Yeah.
Do good to them that hate you.
Do good to them that hate you. Go ahead.
And pray for them which despitefully use you.
And pray for them which despitefully use you. You know? So, as the scripture said, let we find out who they're talking about. Right? Because when you go through the scripture, it talks about how the Lord is going to make us, the Lord is, when we in our kingdom, the Lord is going to give us recompense upon the heathen nations, and on top of that we're going to have them as our slaves and what have you. But you're reading here in concerning where Yahweh Shai. So we're trying to tell them Yahweh Shai come to do his own thing? No. Or the Bible contradicting itself? Hail judgment, no. Right? So, go now to Exodus 23, verse 4. Let's see, I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure. Right, you can start with that. Exodus. Right? Yeah, you could come with that.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 23 verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again.
Right, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. So who's that enemy? Who's that enemy the scripture talking about? Right? Let me go. I will read the scripture here. Hold it there. It's Leviticus 19. Yep. Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer him, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Right? But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So, we back over that same scripture.
Look, this is Exodus chapter 23 verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again.
Thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. That enemy is the enemy within your own nation. Right? So like, it ain't talking about the other nations. That enemy is the enemy within your own nation. Feel like you could say something now?
Yeah, that's true. That's talking about the enemy within your own nation, right? Because as an Israelite brethren, then basically now we're saying, we're talking about, now we're referring to.
You know, it ain't talking about the Hamites or the Moabites or the Canaanites. It ain't talking about none of these other nations. You know? Right? Only Israel. To prove it. To prove it, because the scriptures say what? Prove all things, right? So let me stay in the book of Exodus, but you're going to Exodus 23.
Same chapter.
Yeah, same chapter. Exodus 23. And start at 20.
Right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 20. Right? Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
Good.
21. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions. For my name is in him.
Good.
Right? But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies.
Then I will be a what?
Enemy unto thine enemies.
Then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies. Now let me see who is that he talking about. Let me see who is that he talking about. Let me see who is that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai talking about.
Right.
Well, give the mood on to Moses, because they Moses speaking here, talking the word where Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, who the world ignorantly calls God, right? Give unto him to give unto us, the children of Israel, right? So bring it out.
Right?
Yeah.
An adversary unto thine adversaries.
And an adversary unto thine adversaries, right? Which is when I go into the word adversary, is somebody who deeply have a deep hatred for you. You know what I mean? Somebody who have deep hatred, who literally cannot stand the sight of you, or stand the sight of your people.
Completely at variance here.
Can.
As the word come from the word adverse.
Can.
Right?
Go ahead.
Chapter verse 23.
Yeah.
For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee in unto the Amorites.
And bring thee into the who?
The Amorites.
Go ahead.
And the Hittites. And the Perizzites. And the Canaanites.
And the Canaanites. Go ahead.
The Hivites. And the Jebusites. I will cut them off.
And I will what?
Cut them off.
Yeah. And he will cut them off. Because why? That is the enemies. And these enemies is of the other nations. Right? To prove it, go now, to prove that they are the other nations, go to Genesis 10 and go into the lineage of Ham.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10.
Uh-huh.
We start from the top one.
Nah, let's go to Ham. Yeah, go to Ham.
10. Sons of Japheth. Alright. Verse 6. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the sons of Ham,
Mm-hmm.
Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan.
And Canaan, right? Cush is who you know as the Ethiopians today. Right? Put is who you know as the Libyans today. Right? Well, not those people living in Libya right now, because they are Ishmaelites. The real Libyans is who you know today as the Somalians. Right? Mizraim is where you know as Egypt. But those people who living in Egypt, they are not the true Egyptians. They are also Ishmaelites, a mixture of Ishmael and Esau Edom. Right? The true Egyptians today is who you know as the Sudanese from Sudan. Right? So continue.
Right.
And the Salaki and the Canaanites is who you know as the South African, which is who Mandela's people. Right? Nelson Mandela is who what you know as they are the true Canaanites. It's people. Right? So go ahead.
Let me pay within the promised land.
Go ahead.
Right? Verse 7.
Yeah.
And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah.
I'm a matter of fact, go down to Salakia. Jump down to 15.
Canaan.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this Genesis 10 and 15. And Canaan.
I'm a matter of fact, Salakia. Jump down to start from 13 and then go down.
Alright.
Yeah. Salakia about that. Yeah.
And Mizraim, which is Egypt, begat Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim.
Out of who came who?
Philistim.
Which is what? The Philistines. Which you know today as modern day Palestine. Right? I'm just going into a little bit of history. I want to stray from the topic because this gonna go and carry straight back to Exodus 23 and 23, I think. Right? So continue with it.
Right?
Yeah.
And Caphtorim. And Canaan.
And Canaan, go ahead.
Begat Sidon.
Begat Sidon. Sidon, yeah, go ahead.
His firstborn. And Het. And the Jebusite.
And the who?
The Jebusite.
And the Jebusites.
And the Amorite.
And the Amorites.
And the Girgashite.
And the Girgashites.
And the Hivites.
And the Hivites, yeah.
And the Archites.
And the Archites, go ahead.
And the Sinites.
And the Sinites, go ahead.
And the Arvadites.
And the Arvadites, go ahead.
And the Zemarites.
And the Zemarites.
And the Hamathites.
And the Hamathites, go ahead.
And afterwards, with the families of the Canaanites spread abroad.
Come, right? Right? So what they're showing you that go back to 23 now and call back all the nations now. Go by here.
Right? So this is the book of Exodus chapter 23, verse 23. Right? For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee in unto the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites.
And the Canaanites, go ahead.
The Hivites and the Jebusites.
And the Jebusites, go ahead.
And I will cut them off.
And I will cut them off, right? So the enemies, right? These enemies here, Yahweh is showing you he will be an enemy unto our enemies, because these nations are our enemies. Right? The enemies that we're supposed to love is the enemies of our nation, of our people. Right? Even the two-thirds. Right? Because I'd prove that also too. Right? It's in talking, we're not supposed to love no. The Lord say, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated, but yet still he want me to love the Edomites. And the Edomites is the one that are we in hardcore bondage. Come on. That don't make sense.
No. Can't love the one that we God will love.
I know, when we come into
the Lord make us in his image. If the Lord loved Jacob and hated Esau, we had to go against the Lord to love Esau too. That just ain't right.
That don't make
Just don't
sense,
make no
man.
sense.
When you come into the street and you take off the old mind, the old thoughts, the old heart now. And we have a heart and a mind of your Mashiach. Right? And a heart of God. So we had to go in accordance with your Hashem, your Shai. Not as our own thoughts would imagine.
Although we hate them, that doesn't mean we have to seek vengeance upon them.
No, because
that is Yahweh.
I'm going into all that. Go ahead, you talk,
That is for Yahweh to do. But at the end of it, we can't mingle with our enemies. We can't love our enemies, like be friends with them and say, hey, that was back then. That was not back then, because it's going on all now. Because we're in a form of mental slavery right now, and plenty of people don't even know that. They're getting up and going out and working for the enemies and don't even know what they're working for. And they're hating their own brethren and sucking up to the white man.
They loving
Esau.
And he done. Can.
Right? So now, somebody give me, anyone, 1 Samuel. Yeah, Tazaria. Give me 1 Samuel 18. And let me see, that's now. Don't start from 20 now. You might have to go some verses up. So, let's just call them now, right? Maragan. Shalom, where? Right now we buy the Savannah, they're in too long stuff. I tell you. You see what I'm talking about it? Right, you understand? 1 Samuel 18. 1 Samuel 18. You could start from start from 23.
23?
Yeah. And go down.
Alright, this is the book of 1 Samuel 18 and 23.
Yeah.
And Saul's servant speak those words in the ear of David, and David said, Smite it to you a light thing, to be a king's
son-in-law. Yeah.
Seeing that I am a poor man and lightly esteemed.
Right? Hold it there a little bit. Right? Because this what was going on is you know the story. Saul had promised David his daughter. Right? But it was all within treachery too. Because Saul wanted us to do what? To kill David. Right? Because the Lord took away the spirit from Saul for his disobedience. You understand? And started to do what? To raise up David. Right? And Saul was getting that spirit, in the sense, when I say getting that spirit, Saul was getting the notion that, hey, this is the man that the Lord looking to put in my stead, and I don't want that. I just show you how rebellious Saul was. Right? And how wicked Saul was. And jealous-minded Saul was. Saul was doing what? Being an enemy unto his own people, which was who? King David. Because Saul was a Benjamite, King David was what? A Judite. Right? Continue.
Right. And the servants of Saul told him, saying, on this manner speak David. And Saul said, thus shall he say to David, the king distressed, not
no,
any,
the king desired it, not
any
dowry.
But,
right? Because you remember those days you had to pay a dowry in order to get the pay the father. Like say for instance, one of our brothers here, say for instance, Howard, anyone in Howard daughters. You were Banyamian for one in Howard daughter. You have to pay Howard a fee for his daughter. You understand? For your son. You understand? Okay? So go ahead. That what the dowry means. Right? Go ahead.
But 100 forsakens of the Philistines.
Foreskins, but on hunt.
Foreskins of the Philistines.
Which is the foreskin for your penis now, but
Right.
you understand? So he so feel that he could come up with all treacherous acts in order for David to be put to death. You understand?
Right.
He tell them here what's going on because you know the Philistines is we enemies because the Philistines is freaking stinking Africans. Right? So he tell him to do what? To go and kill these Philistines because that's the only way you'll get the foreskin from all the Philistines on them, of the toti, of the rod. You have to kill them. You understand?
The heathens.
Right?
Yeah, the heathens.
These heathens, right? But that just show you the treacherous mind Saul had. Go ahead.
To be avenged of the king's enemies.
To be avenged of the king's enemies.
But Saul thought to make David fall by the hand of the
You
Philistines.
see? Of the Philistines,
Of
right?
Philistines.
Saul know the Philistines as his enemies, but he also called David his enemy too. And we try to make David to go and fight against the Philistines. You understand? So that the Philistines could kill him and he could remain king. You understand? Continue.
And when his servant told David these words, it pleased David well to be the king's son-in-law. And the days were not expired.
Yeah.
Wherefore David arose and went, he and his men, and slew of the Philistines 200 men.
Yeah, go ahead.
And David brought their foreskins, and they gave them in full tithes
Tails.
to the king.
Yeah, he went and killed these Philistines.
Twice the amount.
200.
Yeah, twice the amount because Saul wanted one.
He killed 200. He said, oh, yo, that's the power of
That's the
your
power
Abba
of
Shem
Yahweh
Yahshua.
Shai, right? Go ahead.
That he might be the king's son-in-law.
Alright, continue.
And Saul gave him
Michal,
his daughter, to wife.
Uh-huh.
And Saul saw and knew that the Lord, that Yahweh
Was with David.
Was with David.
Yeah, but you know, Saul started already seen now, boy. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai really with David. I wouldn't say King Azir because he wasn't crowned King Azir, you know, but he really with David, boy. You know, because he tried all how.
You tell a man to bring the forces out 100 enemies. Man bring 200.
200.
surely our Basham Yahshai
So I
with
had to
him.
be with him, man. Come on, Chad. Right? Yeah, go ahead. You're going on to the last verse. Go shit. Go on. Read 28.
And Saul saw and knew that the Lord, that Yahweh was with David, and that Michal, Saul's daughter, loved him. And Saul was yet the more afraid of David. And Saul became David's enemy
Continually. You understand? But when you go into the story, go down, read the last verse.
Then the prince of the Philistines went forth, and it come to pass after they went forth that David behaved himself more wisely than all the servants of Saul, so that his name was much set by.
Right? Because why? Whenever they go into deeper into the story, right? If you read 29 again, and Saul was yet more afraid of David, and Saul became David's enemy continually, right? But the thing is, when they go into the story, David knew, right? Because David go through all sorts of hell by the hands of King Saul, right? But the thing is, our king, beloved King David, he did not dare raise a hand against King Saul. When he meets Saul in the cave, he take off the I think it was the fringes of the skirt garment. And his spear. And take his spear. He could have killed Saul.
He never have a hate against him. Right?
We say how the hell could I kill who the Lord appoint? And on top of that, he is of my nation, my people. You understand? He's of my people.
Touch not the anointing of the Lord.
Can.
Right? So David had love for your Bashem Yoshai. That way Lord called him a man after his own heart.
Can.
Right? Because he had the heart of the Mashiach. Look at that. I mean, Lord said don't hate your enemies, and the enemies are people, so he never hated Saul.
He never hated Saul.
Saul.
Yeah.
Saul do him all
All kind of thing, man.
Saul tried to kill him how many times already?
Because Saul thought he could have weakened his spirit, but if Yahweh was walking with him, so Saul couldn't have that. Them things couldn't affect him. It made him stronger and a wiser man. So little that you know you are building up David.
Can. You understand?
Character building and spirit building, yeah.
That is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Somebody going into the book of Romans. Going into the book of Romans 12. Romans 12. And it can start from 9. Go down. Go straight down. Anybody. Go straight down to 21.
Romans 12 and 9.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation.
Yeah.
Right? Abhor that which is evil.
Abhor, which is to stay away from, stay far away from, you know, to shun, you know, to hate and to shun. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah. Cleave to that which is good.
Uh-huh.
Right? Be kindly affection one to another.
One to another, go ahead.
With brotherly love.
With what?
Brotherly love.
With brotherly love, go ahead.
In honor, preferring one another.
Go ahead.
Not slothfulness in business, fervent in spirit.
Yeah, fervent in spirit, which means we are always trying to keep in the spirit here. You know what I mean? Keep on loving we brothers and them. Keep on always checking up on we brothers. You know what I mean? Always seeking we brothers' interests. You know? If we offend our brother, look to find some kind of means and ways at all times, you know, to make it up to that brother. You know? Being for our brother when he down. These are the things we have to do.
And charity, right?
Charity, because that is the real charity there.
Yeah.
That is the real charity there. Go ahead.
Right? Serving Yahweh.
Yeah.
Right? Rejoicing in hope.
Uh-huh.
Patience in tribulation.
Patience and tribulation. Go ahead.
Continuing instant in prayer.
Continuing instant in prayer. We always have to be praying. Go ahead.
Distributing to the necessity of saints.
Distributing to the what?
Necessity of saints.
Distributing to the necessity of saints. Who is the saints?
Israel.
The Israel and the elect of Israel. Right?
Israel, right?
Right? Necessity always making sure that the saints always have what they need.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
Given to hospitality.
Yeah, go ahead.
We went to charity again.
Yeah,
right?
but just how, yeah, right?
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Bless them which persecute you.
Bless them which what?
Persecute you.
Yeah, bless them which persecute you, and that is what David did on to Saul. We blessing them that persecute, because 2/3 of our people is persecute us
On a daily basis.
You know, we out on the highways and byways preaching the word. And what did they do? They scoff at we, who threaten we.
Well, little that they know, we be doing that for them.
Can.
For them we doing it. You understand? So even inside the scoff at we, it's still blessings unto them too, because the word we come to teach you. We come to teach no nonsense.
Yeah,
we come to teach the word and to do the Lord's work.
Because even when Jacob's trouble come about, we own people is going to be selling we out. And putting me up and persecuting us. Our own people. We own people.
And that time we had all the strength that you Mashiach to say, Lord, forgive them.
Yeah.
Because that is what we call the reason why we here on this earth too. We had to perfect this flesh too. We had to perfect this flesh.
I love where you see it. We feel how shy was when he said forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. We feel he was talking about. It was Israel. His own people.
Not come but on the lordship of Israel.
Can. Right? The scripture talk about the scripture, I can't remember who it was, but they asked you how shy if a man offend we, But not so for how much time you had to forget. If it's 7 times 7, you said no, you know. Roughly paraphrasing that 70 times 70 times 7.
It had a look 637.
Check it, see if you can get it by the meanwhile. See if you can pull it by the meanwhile. Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was 14.
Yeah.
Bless them which persecute you.
Yeah, bless them which persecute you. Go ahead.
Bless and not curse.
Bless and not curse. Go ahead.
Rejoice with them that do rejoice.
Yeah.
And weep with them that weep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Be of the same mind one toward another.
Be of the same mind. We ought to be of the same mind. We ought to be on that same spiritual mind. You know? Even if that man want to be carnal, you have to try your best to show him, you know, to convert himself into a spiritual man. When we say spiritual, being in following the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. Right? Go ahead.
Mind not high things.
You find it? Yeah, right. Hold it. Let's hold it. Go ahead.
Right? Mind not high things.
Yeah.
But condescend to men of low estate.
Yeah, of low estate. You know, we're not supposed to. Alright. You know, we watching the other nations with who driving the Prado, or driving the Benz, or living in the big house and whatnot, so forth. We're not supposed to keep in mind on that. I mean, yes, you know, we under poverty, you know, poor rent and whatnot, so forth. We would like to get a little some kind of financial breakthrough, you know what I mean? But hey, we under the curses, you know. If you're about Shem Yashai, decide well to bless one of we with something, you know, like the whole brotherhood had to eat, you know. We happy for that, you know. But at the same time, you know, that is not we motive, you know. The scripture say what where's somebody esteem that low salak, yeah?
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read it too, right?
Yeah.
So mind not high things.
Mind not high things, go ahead.
But condescend to men of low estate.
But condescend to men of low estate. You know, we right now we in a low estate here. The whole nation of Israel under a low estate. It's only the sellouts and them who live in lavishly, and they don't get the consolation on this side here.
They don't get a reward already.
Yeah.
When you go into the word humble, when you look at the dictionary and look at the word humble, it means poor. No? You understand? But it's the meek and the humble shall inherit the earth. So it's the poor man like me who's going to inherit the earth.
Can.
So that when you're under pressure, you start to say all praises to your
how about Shem Yashai, boy?
You understand? Because that is a blessing.
It is a
Because
blessing.
for the Lord to keep you on a down state here, because you are in a higher state,
Higher
in
state in the kingdom.
You understand? Because when you receive your blessings on this wicked world, you have nothing to gain in the afterlife.
Just as the Lord said,
You
it's
understand?
easier for the camel to pass through
That the Bible says sell all you have.
Man to go to heaven. Yeah.
Can.
Say sell all you have
Yeah.
and turn
Take
to the
off
Lord.
your own
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Right? So you're going on to the last verse here.
Right?
Go ahead, yeah.
But condescend to men of low estate.
Uh-huh.
Be not wise in your own conceits.
Be not wise in your own conceit, you know what I mean? You trying to feel you smarter than any friggin' thing else, you know? Trying to outsmart a brother. You understand? Go ahead.
Right? Recompense to no man evil for evil.
Recompense no man evil to evil. Now himself the Edomites and all we gonna look because we're not in we kingdom. Yes, Esau, Edom and all the other nations do all sorts of wickedness, but hey, we had to wait on Yahweh Shem Yashai.
Done.
Not take things into we own hand.
We had a pass the test.
Can.
We had to pass the test. We had to be meekness because time coming again when they're gonna test us again.
Can.
Right? They go test our meekness and our patience. Right? As the scripture say.
As I say it in our Wisdom of Solomon 2, we was going into the other day.
Yeah, they're gonna test us
Tuesday
again.
gone, you know.
So we had to pass the test. We had to be meek men. Nothing wrong with appearing meek, you understand? But inwardly we're strong. Right? In the spirit we're strong.
Can.
But outward we meek, we are meek men.
Not just because we meek, we weak.
Yeah,
Not
can.
just because we meek, we weak.
But the
Done.
greatest gift, spiritual enlightenment is the greatest gift. Wisdom,
Done.
knowledge with understanding is the greatest gift.
Done.
But that is more. When you have wisdom, you're more rich than 10 rich men in the kingdom.
Done.
In this kingdom, you understand? With wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Done. For those who do understand, who have understanding and wisdom, we appear like we're foolish.
Can.
But to the Lord we are wisdom. Yeah, wisdom.
First Corinthians 1 going 1 and 20 and whatnot going down, right? So go ahead.
Right? So recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men.
Live peaceably with all men. Right? We ought to live peaceably with all the heathens and all. We ought to live peaceably with them. You know what I mean? Because right now we just have to wait on the Lord, and He will recompense these nations.
Vengeance is mine.
Go ahead.
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself.
Avenge not yourself.
Right.
Because you even had the account with David and King David and I forget the guy name. Where King David did make a proposition to him and I forget how the story going up, you know. But that's how David ended up getting him man wife now, but he did get
Uriah.
It's Uriah?
Yeah, Uriah the Hittite.
No, not Uriah, not Uriah. Something David had asked him for, and he course out on David now, but on King David now, but he course out on him now, but you know, and King David wanted us to deal with him, you know. But the man own wife said, nah, love him. I know he move like a jackass, you know, but love him now, but love him. You know, he go get what coming to you, and it so happened the Lord give him a heart attack by and put her to death. And King David said, Lord, is a good thing me really in. You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
Because that man death would have been on my shoulders, and I would have had to go through judgment for that. And King David ended up getting him and wife. You understand? Yeah, he ended up getting him and wife. The Lord put her to death. Right? And he was an Israelite. The man was an Israelite. Right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, continue.
Right, go ahead. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine.
Vengeance, it is written where in the Old Testament, vengeance is mine. Go ahead.
I will repay.
I will repay. Go ahead.
Saith Yahweh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him.
Yeah, if your enemy hunger, feed him. Even Esau and all. Even Esau, it's going into really Israel and all. But Esau and all.
Yeah.
Esau and all. Because he go show you why. Go ahead.
Yeah. If he thirst, give him drink.
Yeah, give him drink. Go ahead.
For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Yeah. Because why? He want to move wicked and unjust with you. So you kill him with love and kindness. You kill him with kindness. You don't agree, you don't love him, but kill him with kindness.
Yes.
You don't love him, just kill him with kindness. And what going on? It's because there's holes heaping up on the freaking head.
You might have something in your mind to do that person for the wickedness that they do unto you, and what the Lord have in mind is 10 times.
It's 10 times worse than what you have in mind to do. Can. Yeah, go ahead.
So give the Lord let him take his vengeance.
Can.
Right? Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
But overcome evil with good. And that is what we do, and that is why you Edomites can't stand it, because why we not coming out on the street with rifle in we hand and baseball bat and clubber and all and all this kind of nonsense. We coming out with Bibles and reading out your judgment. So you so-called white people cannot stand it. You understand? Because what we doing here, we literally heaping coals upon your head, boy. How we doing? Bring out the scripture there, where you was holding it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
What? We take a time and read that.
Then come Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
Till 7 times? Where Yahushai said?
Yahushua said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Until 70 times 7, boy. Them is the ones we had to forgive to the core. me own people, boy, because there's what going on. Elamite go do all kind of wickedness. You ain't gonna do that Elamite nothing. But as soon as you mash your own brother too, you're ready to pull a gun. Yeah? Esau do you all kind of thing from slavery to now, killing you like dog in the street. Yeah? But a guy driving through your hood, you're watching him with all kind of screw face. Why don't you go and do Esau something?